Manchester United have again lost at Old Trafford, this time losing to Crystal Palace 1-0. That is absolutely unacceptable and bullshit from Manchester United. Yet again, that is 4 defeats in 7 for Erik ten Hag in the Premier League, and that just quite frankly is unacceptable, and this is putting real pressure on Erik ten Hag now. And if results don't continue, then I think he will end up eventually losing his job, because this is just getting unacceptable. I don't know whether players are not playing for the manager, because it does look like certain men have completely down tools for this geezer. I've thought that a number of times, but today more horrendous performances from Marcus Rashford, who I've called out a number of times, just not good enough for Manchester United. I mean, I've thought that Pellistri on the other side isn't Manchester United quality, so he's just not good enough for Manchester United in my opinion. We looked a bit better when Garnacho come on, but Manchester United just not good enough. And we are lucky to have any single points on the board in the Premier League this season. It is possible we could have had 0 points in every single Premier League game. We played horseshit this season, and yet another one. You cannot afford that at Old Trafford. Last season, that was keeping the wolves from the door for Erik ten Hag, was the home form. If the home form had been poor last season, then we would have seen much of this crap last season, but this is just absolute fucking bullshit. It really is. I mean, I know what people are going to talk about, the handball, but you can't blame them decisions all the time. Manchester United have got to go out there and put goals past this team. I know it was 2 changed, rotated sides in the week against Crystal Palace, so that has got nothing to do with this game. But that is the only game that Manchester United have played okay in this season and deserved to win. All the other games this season we've deserved to lose. And it's just shocking. You look at, I personally thought that when Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford down tools for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and didn't put no effort in under Ralf Rangnick, their time at Manchester United should have been up. And I know it's a big controversial topic. Some people want Bruno Fernandes and Rashford to be playing in the team, but I think that they don't deserve to be at Manchester United any longer. I'm hoping that the next manager that comes in is strong and sells them 2 off. Now, I don't know where Manchester United go from here. We're not making the top 4 this season. That is completely and utterly fucking obvious. But we've got another home game coming up in the week against Galatasaray. No one would be confident of winning that game because the way this fucking load of shit are playing. It really is. And I know people are, as I say, blaming injuries on this, but Manchester United are fucking toothless up front. We really are. And we've barely scored goals under Erik ten Hag as it is. And to me, that is a massive concern. I mean, the way Ten Hag is the football is being played, I don't think it's good enough after the 15-16 months that Ten Hag has now been at Manchester United. It should be better. I'm looking at Tottenham, and they've played much better football at the start of this season. I know it's only early on, that could change under their new manager. And Manchester United haven't played football like that under Erik ten Hag. The football over the last 15-16 months has been pretty dire for Manchester United, and that has been a massive concern. But a number of these players have still got to look at themselves and these shit performances they're putting in and think, are they going to be at this club next season? Because if a new manager comes in, he's surely going to have to get rid of a lot of this shit and make changes. But I don't know where Manchester United go. The season is fucking over anyway, but it's probably going to result in this geezer getting the sack at some point. If results carry on this way anyway, he's probably got a bit of leeway still yet, but if results don't improve, I mean, 4 defeats in 7 isn't an exaggeration of how bad Manchester United are. That is terrible. That's got to be our worst Premier League start to a Premier League season ever. And I mean, we've lost a game to Bayern Munich as well in the cup. I mean, that's 5 fucking defeats. That is a lot of games already this season that we've lost, and we cannot continue to keep losing games of football. It just isn't good enough for Manchester United. Now, I don't know where we go. I don't know what else to fucking say, to be honest. It is just an absolute joke. We've spent a lot of money again in the summer on bringing players into Manchester United, and certain players that are playing in the team. I mean, and you look at Casemiro again today, awful again. What has happened to him? I mean, it is just all a complete fucking joke. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that Erik ten Hag can turn this shit show around at Manchester United? Because I really have my doubts whether this can turn around this season, and if he can keep the Wolves from the door till whenever. Because although we've got some easy games coming up, are Manchester United going to win these games? If we lose many more games, he is going to be under massive pressure to turn it around. He really is. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.